All right, Liz and Dennis, how are you guys doing? I thought this might be the best way to kind of illustrate where your neighbors and the surrounding roads around the property at 8040 Cuttyhunk that we looked at yesterday evening. So I'm going to bounce back and forth between this is the GIS map, for that's accessible online. It's all the property information, and then I'm going to be bounced back and forth between this and Google Maps to kind of show you because obviously everything on this map isn't exactly how everything's laid out on a real map. So you can see the streets here. These Some of these are paper roads. This says Aqueduct and Avenue. This is actually, I don't know why it says that, but this is in fact Cuttyhunk Avenue. Here's your property. Here's your neighbor. And then there's another neighbor right here. So this is, like Dennis, I know we were talking about, there's some land. If you drove in the driveway off to the left where the power box is and the well, that's kind of over on this side of the property. And so this property next to you, all that vacant land that was next to you, that's part of a property here that you can actually see it runs along the West Tiz Vineyard Haven town line. So there's a house and a guest house on this part of the property. So let me pull this way here. So this area right here, I considering they already have a house and guest house, and I looked it up. The house has been there since like 1900. So I don't know if they'll build anything here, but this is all one property. So if they did build anything, it wouldn't be anything substantial because they already have a main house here and a guest house here. But the way the rest of the properties break down, you guys asked about across the street, there's all land. So this is all one property. There's a house down here, which I couldn't see. I didn't see or locate when we were there. But basically all these, what ended up kind of happening with how these roads, because all these were initially like 3/10 of an acre parcels, and they're all kind of looped together. So this is like a 3 acre. This whole property here is 3 acres. Same with this one. This one here is 5 acre or 5.5 acres. But basically, these are all, even though they appear to all be building lots, the way they're all squared off, they're all now like just one property on their own. So you have this one right here. Was actually, it doesn't show a structure on it like these other ones do, but there are this one here and this one here both do have newer structures. They're all both built on within the last couple of years. But like you said, like as you can see, they are, you're not going to have a bunch of neighbors popping up because these are all, one big, there are now all three plus acre parcels. So you're not going to have a bunch of new homes built in these areas. So all this area that's not built upon will probably pretty much stay the same. I'll give you the lay of the land here. I'm going to click to Google Maps to kind of show you how it all lays out. So here's back to the GIS map, and then here is Google Maps. So you can see, so here's the house, here's your neighbor down here. You've got another neighbor right on this side, and then across the street, as we were looking, all we saw this empty land. There is a house right here, and yeah, as we saw, there's lots of undulations in this neighborhood. So there's little rolling hills. So you have some privacy from these people. So there's a house here. If you go farther down, so when we got to Cuttyhunk Ave, this is Cuttyhunk Avenue, and we took a left here. Continuing on, or bared left, I guess, continuing on Cuttyhunk to get to the house. This street is called Massabesic Avenue. There's a couple houses on this, and then Kennebago Avenue. There's actually some land for sale over here on Kennebago. So you do have some neighbors, but yeah, there's not, so this area is all the homes are pretty spread out. So I know this is kind of a long rambling video of me staring at my computer screen, but I guess it was kind of the best way to describe how this area is, because it was once all portioned out for smaller lots, but it was a lot of these homes were built recently. The home that in question that you guys are looking at 84. This was built in 2001, as we talked about with Rose. So it's an area that still does have a couple empty building lots, but for the most part, it's been built upon, and all the lots are on the bigger side. So I guess that is what I kind of wanted to outline with this. But thanks again, and like I said, sorry for the 5+ minute video. If you've already tuned out, I won't lose. I'm not gonna be too sad, but anyway, I wanted to give you a little more information about it. I'm going to do a little more digging on utilities and how much, roughly what it might cost to heat a home of that size, in the winter months. But I will be in touch, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Talk to you soon.